Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today, I'm excited to share with you 8 Bible verses about money that truly transformed my life and my finances. Whether you're trying to manage your paycheck, save up for the future, or get out of debt, these verses apply to all of us. Money is such a powerful part of our daily lives, but the Bible offers wisdom that can help guide how we handle it, bringing more peace, purpose, and freedom. Let's jump right in. 1. God owns it all. 1 Chronicles 29 verse 11, says, "Yours, Lord, is the greatness and the power and the glory in the majesty in the splendor, for everything in heaven and earth is yours." This verse helped me understand that everything I have comes from God. It shifted my perspective from thinking money was purely mine to realizing it's a resource given to me to manage wisely. This mindset helps me make decisions that are not based on fear or greed but rooted in gratitude and responsibility. Number 2. Contentment is a choice. Philippians 4 verses 12 and 13 says, "I have learned the secret of being content in any and every situation, whether well-fed or hungry, whether living in plenty or in want. I can do all this through him who gives me strength." Contentment doesn't come from having more, it comes from learning to rely on God in every season. I remember a time when I was struggling to make ends meet. I was constantly anxious about money, but this verse reminded me that true peace doesn't come from having more, but from trusting that God is enough. Number 3. Avoid the trap of loving money. Ecclesiastes 5 verse 10 says, "Whoever loves money never has enough, whoever loves wealth is never satisfied with their income." This verse is powerful because it reminds us that no amount of money can truly satisfy us. I used to think that if I could just earn a little more, I would be happy, but when I got there, the goalpost always moved. I realized that it wasn't the money itself that was the problem, but how much I was relying on it for my sense of security and identity. Number 4. Generosity leads to blessing. Proverbs 11 verses 24 and 25 says, "One person gives freely, yet gains even more, another withholds unduly, but comes to poverty." A generous person will prosper, whoever refreshes others will be refreshed. Giving has changed my life in so many ways. I once knew a woman who always seemed to be in need, yet she never hesitated to give to others, whether it was her time, a meal, or a few dollars. Despite her financial struggles, she was one of the happiest and most fulfilled people I knew. This verse teaches us that when we live generously, we create space for more blessings in our lives. Number 5. Be a good steward of what you have. Luke 16 verses 10 and 11 says, "Whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much, and whoever is dishonest with very little will also be dishonest with much." Managing the small things well prepares us for bigger opportunities. Whether you're working a part-time job or managing a household, being faithful in your current circumstances will open the door to more. Stewardship isn't just about money, it's about using all our resources, including our time and energy, in a way that honors God and benefits others. Number 6. Debt can be a burden. Proverbs 22 verse 7 says, "The rich rule over the poor, and the borrower is slave to the lender." Debt can be a heavy burden that limits our freedom. I remember when I had a lot of debt, and it felt like every paycheck was already spent before I even received it. This verse inspired me to work hard to pay off what I owed and avoid unnecessary debt in the future. Financial freedom doesn't come from earning more, but from managing what we have wisely. Number 7. Work with integrity. Colossians 3 verse 23-24 says, "Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for human masters, since you know that you will receive an inheritance from the Lord as a reward." Whether you're working a full-time job or juggling multiple side gigs, this verse reminds us that our work has value when done with integrity and purpose. I once worked with someone who approached even the most mundane tasks with joy and diligence, knowing that they were ultimately working for God, not just their employer. Their attitude transformed the entire workplace. Number 8. Trust God as your provider. Matthew 6 verse 31 to 33 says, "So do not worry, saying, what shall we eat? Or, what shall we drink? Or, what shall we wear? For the pagans run after all these things, and your heavenly Father knows that you need them. But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well." Trusting God to provide for your needs is easier said than done, especially when money is tight. But I've learned that when I focus on living in alignment with God's will, He always comes through, whether it's through unexpected opportunities, help from friends, or simply making the most of what I have. I want to share a quick story about a friend of mine, who was stuck in a cycle of debt and barely making ends meet. She decided to start applying these Bible principles, like contentment, stewardship, and generosity, even when it was hard. Little by little, she saw her financial situation improve. More than that, she found peace knowing that her worth wasn't tied to her bank account. This is the power of aligning your financial life with God's wisdom. These 8 Bible verses are more than just financial advice, they offer a way to live a life of purpose and peace, no matter what your financial situation looks like. I encourage you to take some time to reflect on these verses and ask yourself how you can apply them to your own life. Let me know in the comments which verse resonates with you the most, and how you're working toward financial peace. If you're looking for more wisdom on this journey, make sure to subscribe and join me next time, where we'll talk more about career and working with God. See you soon.